Albinism is a genetic condition. It occurs throughout nature, in the plant and animal kingdoms, and in every racial and ethnic group of people. The hallmark characteristic of albinism is whiteness, a dramatic lack of color in both hair and skin. Most people have heard the term albino sometime in their lives, yet few know what it really means to be a person born with albinism. One person in 20,000 in the United States has some type of albinism. Albinism, the people, the challenge.
Albinism is a genetic abnormality of melanin formation. Melanin is a pigment that occurs in the skin and the hair and the eyes. And in albinism, the amount of melanin that forms in those tissues is reduced or is absent. And that leads to the changes, the ocular changes of albinism, and the skin changes, the hypopigmentation of the skin.
In this program, we will introduce you to people with albinism, men, women, and children, who face many challenges as they go through life. These challenges include a visual impairment that cannot be corrected to normal, sensitivity to sunlight and sunburn, and coping with looking different.
When you're pregnant with a child for 9 months, you have certain anticipations about that child. That's what helps you attach to the child. And when the child is born and it seems that there's a possibility that what you could do and could experience with this child is different, you need to acknowledge that in an emotional way and grieve it and set it aside and build a new dream that fits that child that you can run with.
The first time that we enrolled Cameron in public education was quite a scary experience for us because we didn't know what to expect. We did not have any prior experience with children with low vision in the school system, so we didn't know what the school's abilities were or what their availability was to tend to his individual needs. And
Cameron would be in a normal school, quote unquote, because he does have average abilities. He is in no way, except for his vision, needs adaptive instruction. He does not need a low IQ type of instruction. He is not considered special day class. He does not have behavior problems. He does an excellent job in the classroom, and except for, as I keep mentioning, his visual field, he functions perfectly.
Long before the child enters school, parents begin working with early intervention specialists.
Early intervention is really important for children with albinism. It gives them just kind of a head start. They can look for just subtle areas, maybe where the child has deficits, and work with them before they get to school. And often if they do that, they'll find that by the time they reach school age, if the child has been worked with on these problem areas, that they'll be at the same level as other kids or even ahead of them, and it gives them a bit of advantage.
When Bianca came to school, she has an IEP, which is an individualized education plan, which she has because she qualifies under other health impaired. What this document has is a lot of the information that we need so that we know where her standing is and what her learning is like.
How do I get the date to come out? Well, first of all, you want to...
Bianca's elective this year is that she's a technology TA, so she helps in the computer lab working with students, and she works with teachers. She helps teachers problem solve some of their problems as well.
And you let it go, and then your date's right where you want it.
I think one of the most important things is to stay one step ahead of the game, which means starting in about May or June before the school closes. To get a good start on September, the school needs advance notice that they're having a child in the class that's a little different. They need to know, for instance, if the child's going to need large print books, they have to order a month in advance, or you end up waiting till December and the child falls behind.
Some things that are...
It's important to meet with all the staff, all the separate teachers. If there's a separate music teacher, meet with the school nurse, know the principal and the teacher and the any staff that's going to be working with your child, because those are the pitfalls when you come across an adult that's working with the child that is unaware of their low vision.
So it can't be D.
Try C. Try C.
See, I think